So I saw this picture floating around showing from 2012 to 2019 The Guardian talking about the UK health service being overwhelmed. And I had to fact check it myself, and they're all true. Let's look. Hospitals full to bursting as bed shortage hits danger level. 2013, hospitals scramble to prevent crisis in NHS's toughest ever winter. 2014, more patients, overstretched doctors. Is the NHS facing a winter crisis? 2015, hospital bed occupancy rates hit record high risk in care. 2016, hospitals in England told to put operations on hold to free up beds. 2017, NHS bosses sound alarm over hospitals already running at 99% capacity. 2018, NHS intensive care units sending patients elsewhere due to lack of beds. 2019, hospital beds at record low in England as NHS struggles with demand. So they fear-mongered all last decade about bed shortages and hospital occupancy rate. But this year, because of COVID, that's a good enough reason to shut down your business, shut down your pub, shut down your restaurant, keep you quarantined indoors, and treat you like a prisoner. And anybody who talks out against it is an enemy of the state and the media who needs to be censored, silenced, and looked down upon by the masses. But nobody uses common sense anymore. First of all, did anybody look at this in England or in the United States as well? How was New York, New Jersey, and California doing for the last decade? Well, they won't show you that data and that information because they don't want you to critically think. They just want you to follow orders like a sheep. And we're like frogs boiling in a pot or sheep being led to the slaughter. And anybody who stands out is quickly hammered down like a nail that sticks out. I want to show you this from the first lockdown in March. You might remember if you watched some of my old videos, but it's from the UK and The Guardian as well. It says more people dying at home during the COVID-19 pandemic. And if you actually read the article, it says that 80% of those excess deaths dying indoors died of conditions completely unrelated to COVID-19. That means out of the 8,000 or more excess deaths in England at the time of the first lockdown, that's 6,546 of them, which is a huge majority, were non-COVID deaths. Of course, there's negative health impacts to what they're doing. It's obvious. I've done multiple videos on it, but they try to silence and censor you if you say that. You just have to ignore the domestic abuse, the child abuse, the suicides, the obesity, the opioid abuse, hundreds of thousands of people missing tuberculosis screenings and cancer screenings, which is leading to more excess deaths than necessary, and the obvious common sense and logic that they won't let you think, which is if a hair salon shuts down for months, of course they're going to be backed up even further. If a dentist office shuts down for months like the government forced them to, of course the dentist office is going to be even more backed up than normal. So wouldn't the same be for hospitals in the UK or in the United States who had to shut down for months, cancer screenings, elective surgeries, and now they opened up and it's at full capacity, and that full capacity means that they have to lock us up like prisoners and slaves again, even though I just showed you that they've been talking about this for a decade? COVID-19 is the most convenient pandemic for the elites in government. More emergency money, more federal funding, more state funding, more excuses to cover up any mistakes you made with infrastructure over the last couple decades. Now you could just blame it on COVID. Now you could take away more of people's freedoms, more of people's rights, and your contractor and big business friends like Bezos can just make a killing and a fortune while the competition is forced to die. It's really gross what they're doing, and it's even grosser that you're not allowed to talk out about it. And perhaps equally as gross is the fact that because of the left-wing, right-wing, two-party system and political theater that's been going on for the past 10 months, including the George Floyd riots and the billions of dollars pumped into social engineering that they use that tragedy as an excuse for, most people don't even seem to care about it in the United States. It's not even a top 1 or 2 issues for them. It's starting to seem like a trap. And it's really annoying that having common sense, critical thinking skills, looking at the data, using real science like I do in my videos, it's sad to see that that's looked down upon because there's a lot of information they're not telling you. If you want to learn more, check out my last video where I dive into the book How to Lie with Statistics, which was also on Bill Gates' reading list a couple years ago. It's very interesting stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone on Facebook. A lot of people on Facebook can see my videos again. They decided to unrestrict my page after the election, of course, but I'm glad that people can see my videos again. If you'd like to support further, they have Facebook supporters, that's back up. Patreon, I have dreamrare.com, which is shirts. I'll have some hats in soon. But most importantly, thanks for watching and sharing. Sign up to my free email list, stayintouchwithme.com, and I'll be back with more videos soon.
Pray to God, yeah. Pray to God, yeah.